second guttural pual. Now let's look at the pual. We've seen the PL. Let's look at the pual. Same behavior as we would expect, or analogous behavior, I should say. Normally we have an U, right? Pual. So the A we see, it's the U that's missing. We can't double the resh, and so we have lengthening. It looks to me like the U, which is a kibbutz, right? The kibbutz goes to a holam. Well, and we have the same behavior here and here, because again, pual and hofal are typically more homogeneous than their active counterparts. The PL has different vowels in the perfect than the other forms, but in the pual it's all the same. It's U all the way through. You can go back and take a look at your strong verb tables for that. Let's check, see what's going on here. Second guttural cannot double. It is doubling, of course, is the mark at the PL and the pual. So we have the same issue with the pual as we do with the PL. And we have two patterns, just like we did in the PL. The first is compensatory lengthening, and I'm guessing, Ross didn't explicitly say this, and I didn't look it up elsewhere, but I'm guessing that, again, this will be true for aleph and resh, and the implied doubling for hey, chet, and ayin. That may not be the case, but I suspect that's the case. So compensatory lengthening, previous vowel lengthens, kibbutz lengthens to holam. Okay, we've seen that. Kibbutz lengthens to holam, and same lengthening for all forms, which is just a function of the fact that it's pual, and they all started at the same form. There was kibbutz everywhere. In the PL you had hidik and patach, and so you had different lengthening because you started with different vowels. In the pual they were all kibbutz, and so they all went to holam. Implied doubling, again the same thing, same as the strong, except no dagash. You just leave the dagash out. And Ross does give an example of that as well. It is nucham. Let me write that down here. Nucham, which means to be relieved or consoled. So we see the U stays, the kibbutz stays, and you don't double this. It's just implied that it's doubled. Okay, and lastly, we'll do our comparison like we normally do. So here's our strong perfect 3ms for the pual, pukad, right? And then over here we have borach. So this is the second guttural, the resh, you can't double it, and so the U lengthens to an O, just as we would expect. And over here we have the strong one, yefukad. So we have doubling there, you can see it, and we have an U. We can't double the resh, and so the U becomes an O. So yefukad becomes yevorach. And there you have the pual in the second guttural. Compensatory lengthening or implied doubling.